G'day guys, how you going? Iski here. Thought I'd make a quick video on this machine. I found this machine last week. You may have seen the video where I scored that amazing water rowing machine worth thousands of dollars. Well, this is one of the dryers I found alongside it. This is different to the majority of the dryers that I normally have a look at, so that's why I'm making this video. This dryer is called a condenser dryer. And I think the theory behind this is that, you know how when you just use a normal dryer, you kind of get a bit of condensation forming in your laundry, you can feel the heat and so forth. Well, this dryer basically, I think, just traps it all inside, and it's got like a big water tank in here that gradually fills up with water from the clothes, I guess, that it's drying. So that's the theory. I think that's the theory behind these dryers. Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure that's why they exist. I'm not a big fan because I see they just break down. Well, to be honest, this particular model, like I said in my other video, I have two others and none of them work. And I've seen ads on Gumtree and Facebook Marketplace with people, you know, selling these, and it's because the computers die. But the thing is, this computer is still good. I actually turned this on the other day and it works. And it turns and everything seems fine, but I have a theory, I have a feeling that the main motor start capacitor has gone. So basically with these capacitors, the dryers will pretty much work most of the time without, you know, heavy wet washing in there, but as soon as you add the wet washing, then the drum won't turn and you'll hear the motor humming. It's basically the capacitor that needs replacing, which is kind of like a battery that kind of starts everything off. So that's what I think is going on here. What I might do is actually just put you here. We'll plug this in and I'll show you. Let's just plug that in. Let's come along here. It's on cotton now. Let's just hit start and see what happens. There we go. And it's turning over. It sounds amazing. And the other reason I actually grabbed this machine, apart from hoping that it had a working computer, is that it's in such good condition. Like, it's in new condition. Whoever owned it really looked after it. So I thought, why the hell not? Let's just take a chance. But this seems to be working fine. So the drums, I can hear the drum going. I can feel the drum going. But if we just open this up quickly, let's see if it's still going when I open it up. Yeah, so the drum's working fine. So what I think we'll do, I think it must be a capacitor issue, unless somebody just threw it out because they didn't want it anymore. But I have actually got a basket of wet washing here. Let's actually throw that in and press play and see if it actually turns over. If it does, we might just get lucky and this might just work. But I'm not sure if we'll get that lucky. Let's have a look. I'm hoping that it is a capacitor because I'd rather find a fault and fix it than actually not find a fault and sell it and wonder if it was an intermittent problem that just happens every now and then. So I don't like doing that, especially with these condenser dryers. So I like to kind of really chock them up good, put a lot of washing in there, overload it so that you really put some strain on that capacitor, on that motor. That should be enough. Now, just close this door. Now let me just grab you and we'll hit start and just see what happens. Just see if it starts going. And it's going. Oh, damn it. Okay, so the capacitor sounds rock solid. All right, so it's not what I thought it was going to be. So there must be another issue with it. So I guess what I'm going to have to do is just let this play out. Who knows, maybe the heating element is gone. Maybe there's I don't know. We'll work it out. But I've got to go out now. Actually, I have to go to the dump. When I get back in a couple of hours or an hour, whenever this is due to finish. Actually, when I get back, I'll open the door and actually see if the washing is hot, see if it is actually drying. And if it's not, we know that it is the heating element. And I don't know how difficult it is to swap out a heating element. To be honest, if I can't work out a problem with this machine, what I will do is actually pull the computer out of it and stick it in one of my machines that I already have. Hang on, it's just stopped. Okay, so it stopped and it's going the other direction. Okay, yeah, so what I'll do, if I can't find a fault with this machine, like I said, I can't sleep at night if I was to sell this to somebody, because you never know, it might be an intermittent fault. So what I'll do is actually pull the computer, which I know is good, and probably just stick it in one of my other 2 machines that I already have that have been sitting on my deck for ages, some of them years. And I'll just stick that in because I know that what the fault is with that machine, and I'll sell one of those, and I'll probably just dump this. I don't want to do them anymore, these condenser dryers. I seriously only grabbed this because I was hoping the computer would work anyway, so I could stick it in my machine, or one of the machines that I already have. Okay, so I'm going to go and come back and see if the washing is hot. If it's not hot, that means the heating element is gone, and I'll actually maybe pull a heating element out of one of my other machines. I don't know what's easier to fix, putting a computer in one of those machines or sticking a heating element in the back of this. I have a feeling actually replacing the computer would be a lot easier. Alright, I'll be back soon. Alright, I'm back. Okay, so I'm back, and this is still working perfectly. Like, it sounds fantastic. And if I put my hand here, it feels hot, but I think that's because of the sun, to be honest with you. If I move it over here, that feels pretty cool. Feels very cool. If we have a look at the back, put my hand here, that's cool. Oh, listen, no, that's actually, this is a bit warm because it's in the sun. Oh, look at this. Check this out. The previous owners have actually taken the screws out. There's a lot of screws missing in this back shroud, so that's telling me that there's definitely a problem with this machine. I wonder if it is the heater. I can't feel any hot air anywhere. It's just stopped. Okay, so it's just started to turn the other direction. So let's open this up and feel the washing and see if the washing feels hot. No, it doesn't. It feels exactly the same as when I put it in 15 minutes ago. So it looks like it's a heater issue. So I don't know. I know in Simpson dryers and Electrolux dryers, they're very easy to replace. I don't know anything about these machines, so I guess we're going to learn something new. So we are either going to pull a heater out of one of the 2 dryers that I've had sitting on my front deck for the last couple of years, or if that's looking too difficult, we will pull the computer out of this one and stick it in one of those 2 that need computers. Either way, we will get one of them going, so let's start doing it. Okay, got some bad news, really bad news. Can't believe this. Those machines that I said that I had up here, that I thought were the same, well, they're not. They are Bosch machines, and you can see why I thought they were the same. They're not the same. These are just normal dryers, whereas the one that we were just looking at the bottom of the driveway, that's a condenser dryer. So nothing out of this machine is going to work in that machine down the bottom. Well, not the computer at least. And I don't know, I don't think the heater would be. I could check the heater out. I might actually I'm not sure. Let me have a look at the back of this machine. I don't know if we can see down there. It could be the same. In fact, it might be the same. I'm not sure. Listen, I'll pull this out and have a quick look at the heater. In fact, let's go down the bottom of the driveway again and pull that back off that machine. Who knows? Like I said, you could see those screws had been replaced. Oh, well, they hadn't even been put back in. So somebody might have actually just pulled the screws out and disconnected the heater behind the machine. So let's go and make sure that the heat is, pushed in. And if it is pushed in, at least we get to see what it looks like, and then we can come up and compare it to whatever is in the back here. It might be the same heater. We might get lucky. Otherwise, I'm going to have to hold it for a little while and see if I can find another one at the dump, and see if we can fix it with that. But I'm not going to be holding on to it forever because, like you can see, I've got a lot of machines and I need the space, so I might end up throwing it out, which sucks because it's such a nice looking machine. But anyway, let's go and have a look. Alright, this should be pretty quick actually. All the screws are gone, apart from a couple. Wouldn't it be nice if the heater just wasn't plugged in? But then we'd have the problem is, then the question is, why did they take all these screws out, you know? So, one more here. And why isn't that coming out? Oh, and you're kidding. I can't get my, this is their problem. They haven't been able to take this off. I can actually, the last screw down here, you can see it's actually been pried up. I can't get my bit in there. Let's see if we can just do that. Well, we can just do that. That'll do for now. Just going to bend. Haven't had that problem for a while. All right, look at this. So that looks like it's connected to me. Let's see if this is, I think this is some kind of cutout sensor switch. Let's see if that's actually lifted up or pushed in. Oh, did you hear that? That's, I think, did you hear that? That actually clicked in. I pushed that down. That actually, the only reason I know that trick is because that happened with, you know, quite a few Samsung washing machine / dryer combo machines, and yeah, so this might actually work now. But having a look at this, gee, there's a bit of gunk and dirt and fluff around there. We should actually see if we can take this off. How do we get this? How can we get that screw out, guys? How can we get that screw out? I've got an idea. You can see down there, the tool, just the Torx bit just won't go in there. It's all rounded out inside. So what I might do is get an angle grinder and cut us a flathead screwdriver path, and then I'll get a flathead and we'll take it off that way. But this might work now that I've pushed that in. I think we should probably pull this apart and just have a look and make sure it's not full of, you know, crap. Alright, let's go and get us a angle grinder. Alright, I'll just show you the problem that we're facing. This particular screw here, can't get it out. You can actually see the previous owners have kind of tried to jimmy it up, and but they couldn't get it out either. That doesn't even go in there. So I'll show you my trick. I come up to this a fair bit. Let me just put you here, angle you down. Let me just go and get my safety glasses and angle grinder. Found this angle grinder at the dump. Found a bag of tools. What is it? DeWalt power tools at the dump. And this has been great. I like to just put a little slot in there. That'll do. Show you what I've done. We've got that there. We've got our little flathead blade screwdriver slot. Let's put that in and see if we can turn it. Oh, there we go. How good is that? That's a clever little trick for you. Alright. Now we can take this off. Awesome, but man, look how much gunk is in here. That's still turning. It's got a bit of resistance, which is good. But here, this is what we want to look at. The heater is in here. How do we get that off? I don't know. Let's take this bit of, I think this is just some kind of ducting. Let's just take that off and see if there's any screws underneath that. Apologies, I didn't really set up to do this, but should be used to that by now. Got it off. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we can take the heater off by removing these, I think. Maybe. Let's have a look. It doesn't look that dirty though. I was expecting there to be a lot of crap, and there's a little bit of gunk in there. There's a little bit of stuff in there. I don't know how to pull this. I don't know if we can pull this heater apart. We might just have to get the air compressor and just blow into it. That's what I might have to do. Now my air compressor is around the backyard now, so I might have to actually take this around the back and do it. Might be easier. I tell you, listen, what I might do first of all is actually set this up, even with the back off, and turn it on and see if this thing starts heating up. Now that I've actually pushed in this safety cutout, I think that's what it is. It might start working again, but if it doesn't, I'm not going to go and blow it. That's the thing. I'm not going to waste my time. But, we'll have a look. Jeez, look at all of this stuff. It's being used to, had a lot of use. Awesome. So what I might do is just quickly set it up here on the driveway. Just turn it on and see what happens. Right, so it's plugged in. Okay, let's turn it on. Hang on. How do you do that? That way. Why did that stop? Why did that stop? That's flashing. Maybe I hit it twice or kept my finger on the button too long. Okay. I have heat. Okay. We have, yep, we got heat coming out of there. Can you see up there? I don't know if you can see up there. Got a bit of a glow. You know what? It's only glowing on this side though. You would think it should glow all the way along. But it's not. Oh, look at the smoke coming out. I think there's a lot of probably dust and stuff in there, guys. So I am going to. Sorry about that, guys. Bit of muffled audio happening there. So what I was saying is I might take this around the backyard and blow it out and see what happens. But I kind of changed my mind now. It's been 10 minutes since the last scene where my hat fell off my head and my audio went all crazy. I've actually been up to the top of the deck onto the front porch, and I've just cleared a path to that machine. What I might do first is go and have a look and just see if the heater on the one that's on the front porch is the same as this heater is here. And if it is, I think I'm just going to swap it over, because that doesn't look good. This heater's only kind of heating up on this very corner here by the looks of things. And rather than go to all the trouble of blowing it out, I would rather put the heater in there, just replace the heater if I've got another one. But I'll still blow it out. I still will give this a clean, and I think I may even make another video where I pull this entire thing apart, well, at least the sides, and give it a good clean as well. But let's go up and have a look at this machine. Alright, so I've pulled that Becco that was sitting on top of it off, and I've got myself a Torx bit in a driver, so this should be a lot quicker for me. I mean, you have a look at the back there. That's the same shape, right? That looks exactly the same. I reckon the heater, there's a good chance the heater is the same as well. So if it is, that's a good thing. I'll actually pull the heater out of this machine because, hey, I've had this machine for years. I've never found a computer, and obviously when you do find the computers, they're all busted. So I'll throw this out, but at least we'll get something good out of it. We'll use some parts. Oh, that's so much easier. Should always start from the bottom, actually. At least that bottom one came out. Alright, the big reveal. What do we think? Is this going to be the same? That looks the same to me. I think that's the same, although we have another sensor down here. I reckon that's the same. Let's have a look at some of these numbers, and I'll go down and I'll have a bit of a comparison, but listen, I have a feeling, I reckon that's the same. Doesn't matter, I'm tossing this out. I'm going to pull it off now. I'm going to pull this off now. Now, I'm not sure how to do it. I have a feeling I have to just take this and that out, and it must be kind of wedged up the top so there's no screws. But yeah, let's do that. I wish I had brought a pair of pliers or something. At least we'll get to use this. It's a different kind of sensor as well. In fact, this is different. I think that's... Give me 2 shakes, I'll be back in a second. I just want to go down and have a look at the other machine. Hey, guess what? This is exactly the same. I just went and verified it. So that's awesome. That's a really cool thing. The thing that was throwing me was this. I couldn't remember whether this particular sensor was on the other dryer, and it is. It's exactly the same. Now, see these wires? You can't actually disconnect those wires from that there. It actually goes back, I'd say, back into the computer. But that seems like a lot of work to kind of disconnect that. So what I was thinking is, why don't we see if we can lever this little tab out and see if we can pull this entire thing out and just replace it with the one that's on the condenser dryer itself. So I'm hoping that's going to work. If I just sit you here, let's have a look. Please be easy. Oh, there you go. Oh, look at that. Oh, the one at the bottom is done. I might have to do the top one as well. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Easy peasy. All right, so now let's just disconnect this one here. Oh, I wish I brought my pliers. Oh, and I've just cut myself. Back in a sec. Okay, I'm back. Oh man, I haven't bled. Sorry I had to take off so quick. Oh, look at that, my band-aid is just filling with blood. I haven't bled that much for years and years. Like, it was a tiny little 2mm cut. I reckon I must have cut over a vein or something, because there's a trail of blood going to my bathroom. And look at that, it's actually coming out of the band-aid. Wow, that's nuts. Every time I washed it thoroughly, pulled it away from the water, it would just automatically just, blood everywhere again. So I'm hoping I don't need stitches. If I do, it'd only need one, I think, 1 or 2. I'm just going to plod along and see how this goes. Chair. what I did when I was pulling this off, I pulled it off, and because when you pull it off there's so much force that you just keep going, and my finger cut into one of these tabs that I lifted up, that one there exactly, and it is like, yeah, it's just a point. Wow, that's crazy. Oh, look at that. I've never put a band-aid on something so small, and it's just filled with blood. So hopefully, anyway, let's plod along. I'm tough. Okay, so this is what I should have used, a pair of pliers. There we go. That's what I should have done. Anyway, let's put you back here. Now I'm hoping it's just those two torque bits underneath the heater that need to be loosened off. Please, just come out. Come on. Yes! Oh, you're kidding. What? So I do... Oh, damn it. I'm sorry, I'm rushing this. For some reason, I'm really rushing this. You can see this actually has to be disconnected from the inside anyway. What a shit design. I mean... Wouldn't you think they just make this plug and play type of thing? So now I have to actually go inside and disconnect it from the other end. So basically pulling this out was a waste of time. And I hurt my finger for nothing by the looks of things. So I have to go inside just so I can disconnect this from the other end. I don't know why I didn't see that before. I was just too focused on getting these off, I guess. Oh well, this looks like it's not going to be... Listen, I'm going to do it here. I'm going to do it now. Hopefully it's not going to be too long. Oh, look at that. Oh. Can you see my finger? It's all just exploded again. I've got to go and wash this. Listen guys, I have a feeling, I'm just going to pause this video and take it up another day I think. I have a feeling I might need to get some stitches, or a stitch or two, I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm just going to hold it in this t-shirt for a while, but you can see this, look at this. Look at it, it's just coming out, it's relentless. Never seen so much blood from my body ever. When I was a little kid, I was cutting tiles, and I was cutting tiles with my dad. I was just a little kid, and Dad was putting them in a vise. He'd put them in a vise and he would score them, and then he would bang them like that, and I wanted to have a go, and I did it, but I went to karate chop it too quick, and it wasn't scored through enough. And you can, I don't know if you can see this, can you see my hand, my wrist? I don't know if you can see that, it's hard for me to show you. But yeah, it was like really long, really deep and really long. Dad thought I'd, Mum and Dad thought I'd, you know, cut my veins and so forth. But luckily I missed all of them. But this here, this isn't. Check this out. Oh, look at that! Straight away, blood everywhere. Anyway, enough reminiscing. I'll get back to you in the next scene. Well, it's not throbbing anymore. It feels good, but every time I take this t-shirt away, it fills with blood. I've got blood, trail of blood leading all the way back to my bathroom, all over the floor here, and the cut's like 2 millimeters. I feel stupid going to the doctor to kind of get a stitch for a 2 millimeter wound. But the thing is, when I actually did it, I could actually feel it going into the skin. I could actually feel it cutting and tearing deep. So I'm just going to hold this on for, you know, an hour or so, half an hour or something like that, and hopefully get another one of those waterproof type band-aids over the top and kind of avoid a trip to the doctors. Could stitch it myself. It's just one stitch. It hurt like hell though. Be a Rambo, just do a full-on Rambo scene. And used to have a Rambo knife when I was a little kid. You know, you unscrew the top. It had like a stitch kit to stitch your wounds up, and had a magnifying glass and some matches and all that kind of stuff. I wish I had it now. I'd use that. I'd use that stitch kit. Anyway. Nope. I mean, look at this. Every time I pull it off, this is what happens. At least it's nice and deep. Nice, I mean, deep blood, deep red blood. Got a friend of mine, he's in his 80s, and he saw my blood one day. I think I stepped on something, and he said, "Wow, your blood is so nice. It's nice and red. It's really deep." I said, "What colour is it supposed to be?" And he said, "Well, I'm on blood thinners and stuff like that. It's all this watery type of crappy red." Anyway, enough about my bloody finger. Alright, I'm back. It's about an hour and a bit later, and I'm fine. My dryer didn't kill me after all. Yeah, just held this tight for about 30 or 40 minutes, and then I took the t-shirt off, and there wasn't a drop of blood. Not a single drop. So how weird is that? Must have kind of sealed itself or something. Alright, let's have a quick look. I'm kind of running out of time now. I might have to take this up tomorrow. But so we might just take the top off this machine and just see where this computer is located, I guess. I should put that heater back up and screw it back in, but it should be right. Oh, you're kidding. Let's have a bit of a look here. Alright, it's just a typical kind of Bosch setup. Now, okay, so we're looking here, we're looking at these wires. These look like they are plugged. Are they plugged into the bottom of this? I think so, actually. I'm not sure how that is set up. That sucks. In fact, see if I can actually stand you on this bowl. I need two hands. I think you should be right there. I think these wires are actually part of this part here, and then this kind of carries it along. This harness kind of plugs into there, which means, can I actually disconnect? Can I kind of take this entire thing off? Let's see if I can first take these plugs out. Get rid of that one. And we'll get rid of this one here. Now, how do I disconnect this thing? Like that? That was easy. Awesome, so that was easy, but how do we get it out? How do we get that through that back part of the machine? Oh, maybe if we just take this out. Woo! Suddenly something's going our way. So this could be a pretty easy thing, I think. As long as I can get... Oh, what the hell? There's all this blood on here. Don't tell me my fingers exploded again. Damn it! Okay, back in a sec. Alright.
I've got a towel around it this time. Okay, so what I'm going to do is actually, I'm just going to hold on to this towel for a bit. I don't think I'm going to, obviously I'm not going to finish this video today. I'm going to, let me just get this gimbal happening. There we go. I'm just going to have a bit of a look here, and I'm just going to take this up tomorrow. I probably need a good day or so for my finger to heal. Now I don't, now I've got blood on. I don't know how to get that out. It's just like a cable tie type of thing. That's just a bit of cable management down here in the corner. So I might even just snip that off. This here, maybe, I think maybe the wires just pull up. Yep, I've got that one free. So it's just this bit of cable management. I don't know if you can see that, where the wires are being held to the wall of the machine. I just need to pull that out, and I think I can just actually get that whole plug all the way through that opening in the back of the machine. Let's see if I can just kind of use a bit of gentle persuasion. I think I'm going to have to cut it. It's okay. In fact, this is very difficult. Man, using this hand for everything sucks. I was trying to use my mouse before on the computer. Have you tried to use your mouse with this hand? It's so weird, everything's in reverse. At least I know I don't need to get stitches. Come on, get out of there. At least I know I don't need stitches. I just need to heal for a bit. I can see myself cutting this hand here on this kind of sharpness here. So I think what I'm going to do, I can't get that out. I'm just going to go and get some side cutters. Alright, I'm back. This is a bit of a last resort. You know what I can do? I was actually going to cut them, but honestly, I'm not going to do that now, because if I actually take the side of this machine off, one there, and one there, hopefully, and on the side, on the back, I reckon this actually will come off, and then I can probably get that bit of cable management clip out of there without destroying it. I mean, I'm doing all of this with one hand. I've still got my hand in my towel. Let's actually see if I can do this. It'd be nice to actually save that bit of plastic. Oh man, I hate everything. Using the wrong hand. It's really weird when you have to use your other hand for everything. 1, 2. There's 4 screws here. We're going to be throwing this machine out anyway, so who cares, right? Okay, could it be that easy? I mean, all the other machines that I've messed around with, you can just take the side off like this. Why not this one? Oh yes, yes, I think. Just frickin' TV's out of the way. Lift up and pull out. No, but it doesn't matter. I can actually just get my hand in the side there. I can actually just pull this out, and where is it? Right down there. You can see right down the bottom there. I can actually just push those in and get that bit of cable management out like that, so I don't have to. I will work out how to take that side off though, because I think I'm going to need to know how to do that in the future, but just not right now, because I've got this cut finger. There we go. Now look at this. Is that going to get out of there? Oh, come on. Yes. Come on. It's stuck. It's got to come out, right? I've got to be able to get that out. The bowl's in the way. There we go, got it. But now we've got this other sensor down here, which I can't even remember. I don't think that other machine had that sensor, but let's just, rather than pull those wires off the terminals, let's actually just disconnect the whole thing and take it with us. There we go, we got our heater. Now, just looking at that, yeah, look, the element goes all the way along. So the fact that it was only lighting up at this corner here, and just before I went and turned it on again, that condenser dryer, I thought maybe it was on some kind of lightweight type of setting, and it was only just lighting, you know, heating up one part of the heater. But I don't think that's how they work. I'm pretty sure the entire heater is supposed to light up. And yeah, I went through a few different cycles that the condenser dryer on the driveway has, and it didn't matter what cycle that I used, just that little corner was the only part to turn on. So I reckon it's stuffed, and I reckon we've got to put this in there. So let's go down and have a look. In fact, let's go through my house. Let's go out into the driveway. I just want to just see if that's, yeah, see there's no sensor. There's no sensor there, but there's actually holes for a sensor. It's interesting. So yeah, all of these parts are just universal. They just swap them out depending on what type of dryer they're trying to build, I guess. But anyway, let me just put that there. By the looks of things, we have to work out how to get this heater in there without, and take, you know, we need to take this off, and I'll work that out tomorrow. But that's enough for today. I'm going to let my finger heal. Okay, anyway, take this up in the next scene. Wish me luck. Hey, listen, just before I sign out for today, I've just noticed this heater is different. Look how big this safety cutout sensor is on top of this heater. Just look at the base there, and have a look at the tiny one that's on the one we just pulled off our normal dryer. It's tiny. Now normally I would say we could just, you know, swap them over, but the hole that is in that heater there is tiny. I mean, yeah, the cutout for the sensor to drop into, it's not there. So it's not going to be as easy as I thought it might be. Everything else is exactly the same. Everything apart from that says CST, and up the top here this says VST. All the other numbers look similar, well, are the same. It doesn't really have a part number on there that I can see. But yeah, it's not going to be as easy as I thought it might be. There might be a way around it. I'll have a look at this and get back to you tomorrow. That's when I'm going to take up this video. But for now, I'm just going to kind of rest my hand.